Yeah. It's week 2 of the NFL.
Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in Week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
Yellow, 22.
They go play action here on first down. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. They will be led out by their dual-threat quarterback, the veteran from Clemson. It's Deshaun Watson.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 16 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked to him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Out of the gun, Watson. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Chubb will get the call running left. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run it again with Chubb. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Watson now to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He'll get this to Bell. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
2nd and 4. Again, he finds more. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. They'll look to throw. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. From the gun, here's Swift. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. On is the Chargers punter now. as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The Browns had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And what doubly stings for them, CD, they lose week 1 at home, and now here on the road week 2. So it's certainly not a must-win, but boy, you hate to start a season with 2 straight losses.
Yeah, because you sort of feel like you're playing from behind right from the beginning, and that can really mess with your confidence. Plus, if you get to 0-2, here come the articles, here comes the sports talk shows, pointing out the small percentage of teams that make the playoffs after they begin a season 0-2.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try the air now with Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 36. That one goes for 24 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Hess, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. LA They set to take over again on offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Well, this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Escapes the sack. Well, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play. You've got to take care of the rock.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Hale. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st down, Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by York is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Back to throw again.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left. On the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. A final shot before the break. Watson throws right side, and that's complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They go up the middle with Chubb. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And they're going to speed things up here. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He's got a man. Complete. A big play that time for Cleveland. 44 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw, Watson. Buying time to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
A give running right is Chubb. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 4th down, Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now it's Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Watson.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. York able to send this one through.
And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts, because he definitely needs some assistance.
On second down, Swift. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. To throw is Watson. Flush to his right. And this one's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
There's Mooney with another catch.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a good pickup on the ground of 7 yards, and time has run out on this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 3. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
That's complete to Mooney.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Price. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
2nd and 5 from the 8.
Looking to throw. And it's caught.
And the Chargers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Swift will score. Touchdown, Chargers. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time, they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Fourth quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
A shotgun snap for Watson, escaping the pressure right. He finds his man, complete. That's Hale. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Watson on the move to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Watson. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. So the Chargers now down by 10, just over a minute 40 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. That's Price. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. 2nd and 5. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now a throw here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Rolling to his right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Watson now to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
David Njoku.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Browns are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
And Watson's going to throw it here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Cleveland, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.